Good afternoon. In this video, I'm going to show that Bryan Denlinger can't read English. In it, he's trying to prove that God, the Godhead, is one person. And he puts up a bunch of scriptures. Let me go back. And he's going to make a big deal. Now, what Bryan means about not using the word Trinity means the concept. He's got three bodies up there for the Trinity. Trinitarians don't teach us three bodies. He can't get that out of his thick skull. He goes to Google and sees some images. Nowhere. No Trinitarian teaches there are three bodies. That'd be three gods. We teach three persons. So he puts up a false view right off the bat. Then he goes the whole thing about putting, it's chalked, I guess he thinks he's a artist now. And he's puts up but he's saying that the Godhead is one person. And if you go, and someone else put up a video on this also, saying the issue of persons being mentioned. And if you go to 2 Corinthians 2:10, I wish I could remember who it was that did it, but they made the point. 2 Corinthians 2:10 is talking about the person of Christ. Hebrews 1:3 is talking about the person of the Father. And then it mentions Jesus Christ in there, who, being the brightness of his glory and the express image of his person. Whose person? The Father's person. That's two persons mentioned. Two different persons mentioned. The person of Christ mentioned in 2 Corinthians 2:10 and Hebrews 1:3, the expressed image. Jesus Christ is the expressed image of the Father. That's another person, of the person of his Father.
Express image of the Father. Now, of course,
which he admits. It's the expressed image of the Father, who's called a person. That's two persons mentioned, not one.
Over here, if you're going to teach this thing, you also have to have a body, soul, and spirit. I'll draw this a little bit differently to save time.
You have to watch this guy to believe it. Nowhere does anybody teach that there were three separate body, soul, and spirits dealing with three different persons of the Godhead. Nowhere. Nobody. He has to go to a Google image to prove that, which is trying to depict something, illustrate something, but it's not stated in any confession, any creed, that there were three persons. He's equating persons to body because he's the one setting a definition based on what a person is, a body, soul, and spirit. He's setting that definition and then attributing it to Trinitarians.
Like that. Get this guy here a soul. He needs when he looks kind of rough.
He's just idiotic. He calls this the Trinity is a pagan idol. He's just making this stuff up. It's not going by anything that's said in any creed.
I was going to draw a stick men, but I thought I'd go a little bit more high tech than that. So, but there they each got a soul, and then I'll just draw a green line in the middle there.
Hebrews 1:3, express image of the Father. The person of his person, who being the brightness of his glory, from what the Father, and the express image of his person, that's the Father. So Christ is mentioned as a person, and the Father is mentioned as a person.
All right. Instead of coloring it all in green, I'll do a little bit, I guess. Then it goes over here.
Let me skip forward this nonsense here. That's starting to spin on me. We'll stop here then. It's starting to spin on me here. Put this up. This shows you. He came and counted too. Guys, the scriptures up there, 2 Corinthians and Hebrews 1. Mention two persons, the person of Christ and the person of the Father. There's two persons, that's one person.
Sins. 9. parts.
Okay, skip forward and he's talking about now 9 parts. See, that's Benny Hinn teaches that nonsense. This is a guy who's unhinged. See, he defines person as having body, soul, and spirit, and then thinks that the Trinity, the Trinitarian view, is 9 parts. Okay, my thing's spinning here. We'll stop right here. See, right here. I mean, it's a straw man. That's how I have to do it. But can't break this guy down. Just piece by piece, to show you how contemptible his teaching is. Check Hebrews 1:3 and 2 Corinthians 10 and see what they say. He says that the person of Christ, express image of the Father. Who is the person there being mentioned? He's the express image of the Father, and it says there of his person, but his person there is referring to the Father. That's 2 persons. John 1:1. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. 2 persons being mentioned. Hebrews 1:8. 2 persons being mentioned. Hebrews, the Father talking to the Son, calling him God. Amen. Thank you.